All right, it's grilling season, so we're gonna get out of this kitchen into the outdoors, and what better way to kick it off than with beer can chicken? If you've not heard of it, it is the juiciest bird you're ever gonna have, so let's get this thing started. Okay, it needs to be seasoned well. I use rubber gloves. I have a little bit of a phobia about salmonella, so be very careful in cross-contamination. You wanna moisten the top of the chicken because it needs something to stick to when you're talking the seasoning. You feeling guilty? Try some butter. But we're using just a non-stick spray. I like to use organic always because of the chemicals. We need to salt and pepper this thing liberally. Do not be shy about the salt and pepper. You're just getting in the skin and you're not getting really into the meat as much, so you need to put a lot of it on there. And now the seasoning. I will tell you, if you go on Pinterest, you will find a million different recipes for beer can chicken. Be creative, try your own. I use a barbecue seasoning that has a whole bunch of different variety of spices already in, and you are so, just be liberal with this. Get her all over this baby. And then I really like to use paprika. I think paprika and chicken gives it such a warm flavor. It's just my take. You want something different? You want to try cumin, chili powder? How about it? Just make sure you get all the sides of this chicken. I have gotten into a kick having a little garden, so I'd like to use some of my fresh rosemary. This came right off my patio where the grill is. So this makes me sort of feel like we are officially into the season of grilling. Okay, now I don't need both hands anymore. I am massaging the chicken so that we can get all that flavor in there. Flipping it over on the other side, making sure that's all ready to go. And now it's time for the beer can. The beer. All right, here's an interesting fact. You wanna make sure you take out about half the beer. I know you're thinking, Lynn, you're wasting that beer. It's morning now, I'm not gonna have some of this. Here's the trick. My husband does this all the time because he says this is the difference between beer can chicken and the best beer can chicken. You put some of the seasoning in the beer can. What does that do? It actually allows for the steam that's coming up not only to have the flavor of the beer, which is what makes it so juicy, but also the flavor of your seasonings. So you're really getting a twofer there. We've seasoned the chicken, we've seasoned the beer. Now it is time to marry these guys. They will be happily ever after, I promise you. It goes right onto the grill just like this, and voila, beer can chicken. All right, grill time, my favorite time of year. All right, you want the chicken to go on the grill in direct heat, and you just sit this little guy right on there. It props up on its own using the weight of the beer can. All right, let's leave this baby for an hour and a half, and while we're waiting, we'll try a vegetarian version. Who doesn't love a good kebab? And this is perfect for any vegetarians out there. Also, it's a great side for the beer can chicken. Tofu broccoli kebabs. Let's start with the marinade. It is olive oil. All it calls for in the recipe is lemon juice and a little bit of red pepper flakes. I think that this is the perfect opportunity to add in some of your favorite spices, mine being paprika. It complements the paprika that's on the beer can chicken. Garlic powder, you're never gonna lose with that flavor of garlic. And also cumin. Again, same with paprika, it just brings a warmth and a heat. Salt and pepper. And again, from my garden, fresh basil. I absolutely love fresh basil. So, this is our marinade. Now, let's add in the goodies. We've got our tofu that you need to make sure is extra firm, that has been cut into 1-inch cubes. And red onions. Big on flavor. And then broccoli. Your vegetarian guests will love this. We're also using lemon wedges. You actually grill the lemon wedges. It brings out a flavor in them that you would not believe. Now let's mix this all up. Look at that tofu getting coated with all that great flavor. Let's marinate this for 15 minutes and then we'll get back out to the grill. All right, let's take a sneak peek. It's been on for about an hour now. And you can see the juices dripping down. It needs a few more minutes. Let's check back in just a moment. So it's been about 15 minutes. Fun thing, you can do this up to 15 hours. The longer you do it, the better it'll taste. Okay, let's start assembling here. So, this is not rocket science, people. It is broccoli, then lemon, then tofu, then red onion. And repeat. All right, this is my last one. And voila! We've got either a great side dish or a great vegetarian option. Now, he needs to join the chicken. So let's get these guys on there. Remember, the chicken's on indirect heat. So we're gonna put the kebabs right over there. Listen to that sizzle, I love it. Get up here, come here. Hear this. Ah ha ha. About 10-15 minutes, flip them halfway through, and you've got your carnivores and your vegetarians very happy. Been about 15 minutes. Let's get these skewers off the grill and into our mouths. There she is, a beauty. And let me tell you, I feel like a queen with this meal. Come on, let's try it. When I promised it's gonna be the juiciest bird you've ever had, I wasn't lying. Mmm. The flavors, including the moistness of the chicken, I promise you this will be a barbecue showstopper. All right, grill season officially underway. Make this for your friends. You can set it and forget it. Enjoy.